Welcome back. Today we're going to do the second half of the first grade words, the 51 through 100, so the second half of 50. Again, if there are any tricks, I know I'm going to try and give it to you for each word. Some words I have multiple tricks, some words I stand out with you and give you a trick. Anything I know or have heard of, I'm going to provide to you, and hopefully one of those tricks will work for you. Some words are just trick words, as we call them. We have to see them by sight and remember them, memorize them, because they just don't make sense. So I will let you know if those are the case as well. So let's get started. Her. We know that ER stuck together says So it's her. The word is her. C. We know that E always says E. E. C. Like I see you. See. How? How do you do that? How? We know that OW stuck together says O, ow. OW, snowplow, O, ow. So it's ow, how. And this word, OW, is making its second sound, that ow sound. We could have tried the first sound. We always try the first sound first. So we would go like this. O, ho. No. We try the second sound. Ow, how. That works. The word is how. Our. That is our dog. Our. We know that OU gets stuck together. It can make four sounds. It can say ow, o, oo, or This is saying ow, making its first sound. It's saying ow. It's ow, our. Our. That's our dog. OU stuck together says its first sound, which is ow. Ow, our. The word is our. All right, this is a tricky word that we're going to kind of have to remember. We'll try and break it down to try and give you a little bit, but this is a remember word for sure. So we're going to chunk this word. We're going to take the first chunk is this red section, and the word is no. So the first part is no. Now we're going to underline TH because we know TH stuck together says or So we have ing, thing. So we have the second word is thing. I'm going to kind of try and box that in green. So we have no thing. That's not a word, right? No thing isn't a word, but it's kind of trying to help us get to the real word, kind of make it sound similar. So no thing is nothing. When we see no thing, we know it's nothing. No thing, nothing. That's kind of how I like to do it. I like to try and get it close to that real word by sounding it out, and then I say, oh, no thing is nothing. They sound super similar. The word is nothing. Over. So this one, we have the O making his second sound, saying his name. He's O, and then ER stuck together says So we would try the first sound first. So the first sound is over. No, let's try the second sound of O, which is O. Over. The word is over. Between. This is another word I'm going to chunk. I'm going to box in red this first section of the chunk, and I'm going to box the second section in green. We're going to kind of chunk it out and then put the two chunks together. We know the first red chunk. We know that word by sight. We know the word is B, where E is saying his name, his second sound. It's B-E, B. So we know that first chunk is B. Now let's go to our second chunk. Let's sound it out. T-W-E-N. Tween. So I underline the two E's because E-double-E always says E. Let's sound out that word again together. Ready? T-W-E-N. Tween. So we have, there are two chunks now. B, tween, between. The word is between. So that one where our strategy was to chunk, to read the two chunks and then push our two chunks together because it was a big word. So we wanted to break it down into manageable pieces. The word is between. Now. The word is now. We know that OW stuck together says oh, ow. So it's making its second sound. It's saying ow. Ow. Now. This is a trickier word. It's friend. You are my friend. So I encourage you and your family, when you see these really tricky words, is to come up with silly word plays or to come up with a little sing-songy thing like we do with we'll say yellow spells, choose, do something like that. And it'll really help you. That's how I always did these types of words. I saw fry and I saw end. And I would say fry end, friend. That's kind of how we remembered it. But if you see something or you can make up a silly story, you know, that'll really help you learn these words. So that's kind of my trick. Maybe you have a better one, but I say fry and friend. Maybe you talk about that friends share fries until the end. Whatever is going to help you. Friends share fries till the end. The word is friend. Anything that can help you with these really tricky words will be really great for you. So the word is friend. People. So this is another one. It looks like P-O-P-O. People. That's how I always did it. I always would say people. And I would know that people was people. So it's P-pull. So it's like we're forgetting about this O. It's P and then pull. It's like we're just ignoring this little O. Or you could sound it out and say people. Oh, that sounds like people. People is people. Either trick might work for you. The word is people. This is another one we're going to practice with chunking. So I'm going to chunk this first section in red, and I'm going to chunk the section here in green. Now, neither of these are actually real words, but that doesn't matter for chunking. They don't have to be real words. When it's a really big, long word, sometimes it helps us to break the word in half and find the first half, find the second half, and smash the halves together, even if it's not a real word. So let's try chunking on this word. Sound it out with me. Numb. The first half of the word is numb. Okay? Let's do the second half. We know that ER stuck together says So we're going to say burr. So now we have number. Number. The word is number. This is one we can sound out. You could have sounded out the whole thing all together if you would like, but I like to chunk it and smash the chunks together to kind of help me read that word easier. So the word is number. Each. So this one has two letters that get stuck together. We already know that's CH, but another one is EA. EA stuck together can either say E, A, or E. So it can say E like in eat. It can say A like in steak. And there's kind of a fun way to remember this if you're seeing a food theme here. Or it can say like in bread. So we have eat, steak, and bread. So I like to eat steak and bread is kind of how you can remember this. And in each word, it's saying its different sound. So we're going to try the first sound first. The first sound is the name, which is E. And I put a little 2 above it so you remember. The E sound, okay? So we're always trying the first sound first to see if it works. So we have E, ch, each, each. That worked. They both make their first sound. Ch. CH says ch, and the EA says that first sound, which is E right here. So we have E, ch, each, each. Down. We've practiced this one before because we learned that OW and we practiced it. So we're always going to try that first sound first. So the first sound of OW, snow plow, is O. O, ow. We're going to try that O sound first. Ready? D, O, Down. That's not a real word. So we're going to try the second sound. We're going to try the number 2 sound of OW, which is OW, snowplow, O, ow. Ready? D, ow, n, down, down. The word is down. Other. The word is other. Right away, I'm starting to see two letters that get stuck together. We know TH and ER get stuck together. So I went ahead and underlined those, and I'm going to try it like this. I'm going to say aw, other. This is another one of those words we're going to sound it out, and when we sound it out, it gets close, and we go, oh yeah, other is other. We're just changing it a little bit. So other is other. The word is other. The word is month. Like the month is May. Month. So we're going to say TH says month. Again, we're getting close. It's month. Month is month. We tried out TH's first sound and it worked, so we didn't have to try out that second sound. So we're saying month. It's another one of those words. It's not perfect, but when we get close and we say, oh yeah, month. The word is month. Say. AY says A. A, say. AY only makes that one sound. We knew that it had to be A. A, say. We see an. Now we have that Y. We know it's not going to say yeah. We have to remember one syllable words. If it ends in Y, the Y is going to say I. If it's a 2 syllable word ending in Y, it's going to say E. So let's find out how many syllables this word is. Any. It has 2 syllables. So we're going to say n. It's a 2 syllable word, so it's going to be an E. E. Annie. Another one of those words, we sound it out, and we see what it sounds close to. It. Annie is any. Annie, any. The word is any. Out. So we know that O and U stuck together can make 4 different sounds. So I'm going to go through the different sounds it can make with you really quick. Ready? Ow, O, oo, So let's try the first sound, which is ow. Ready? Ow, out. Well, that worked. The word is out. It made a real word. We don't have to try any other sounds in its first sound. Out. Again, I'm going to chunk this word. The word is another. I'm going to chunk it. And other. So if you recognized that this was made up of 2 real words, you could say and you could say other, and you could smash them together, and other, another. Or we could sound it out. We could say and we could do the same thing we did when we sounded out other. We could say other is other, and other, another, and other, another. The word is another. Little. Little. This word I do like to chunk as well. I'm going to split it right down the middle. And I'm going to sound out the first section. I'm going to say it, lit. This E I know is going to be silent, so I'm going to say tol. We have lit, tol, little. The word is little. Says. This is another tricky word. It looks like it should be says. She says that. And we know that that's not even a real word. Says. I've never heard that. Instead of says, the word is says. So that's when we sound it out, and when we say it in a sentence, it doesn't sound right. So that kind of helps our brain remember, oh, it's not says, it's says. The word is says. Many. Let's sound it out. M, a, n, e. How did I know this Y was going to be an E? Because if it's a one-syllable word ending in a Y, it's gonna say I. If it's a two-syllable word ending in Y, it's gonna say E. Many. It's two syllables, so it says that E sound. Again, m, a, n, e. Many. It's another one of those words that sounds similar enough that we can try sounding it out. Many is many. Many of us like ice cream. Many sounds like many. It's another one that we sound out and we're like, oh yeah, many, many. About. About. So it looks like A, the word A, and then we have the word out. Bout. We see another word right here that we know. Out. About. We have the word out. So any way you want to kind of chunk it out, we said out. About. She went about. The word is about. None. The word is none. So we could try. We could say n. Non. Non sounds like none. None's kind of a tricky one that we're going to really want to practice looking at. Non is none. None of us wanted to go. None. Ben. This is another tricky word. It looks like it should be bean, like a coffee bean or a jelly bean. We do have the word bean, but it's spelled a little bit different. So this one is actually pronounced Ben, like the name, Ben. So a lot of the times with these words, it's like, why would it be spelled like this? It's because people used to pronounce it bean. If you hear some people have an accent, they'll say bean. But now we've kind of all changed it as we speak, and it's actually now pronounced Ben. That's just kind of why when you look at words and you're like, why in the world would they do that spelling? It used to be pronounced how it was spelled in some cases, and then we've just kind of changed it over time. So actually, we pronounce this word as Ben. I have been there. Own. I own a bike. Own. So we see OW, usually gets stuck together right here. And we're going to go through the different sound choices. We have O or ow. O is the first sound, so we're going to try it first. Right? O, own. That worked. It made a word, so we don't have to try the second sound. The word is own. The word is word. The word is word. So this one's another kind of a two-letter stuck together scenario. When we see O and R stuck together after a W, it makes a special sound. It's not or. This is what we call of works. So if we look at the word works, like she works in the kitchen or she works at a school, it's works. When O and R are following this W, we call it the of works. We say the w sound, and then this says That's why we call it the because it makes that sound of works. Works is that word that helps us remember, oh yeah, that's what it looks like. So we say w, and then when O and R follow the W, it's so d, word. Kind of a tricky one, but we'll see a lot of different word patterns in the future with this WOR. When the O and R follow the W, they say as in works. So let's try it one more time as a team. Let's sound it out. D, word, word. Look. So we know that O stuck together says oo or We're always going to try the first sound first, which is oo. Luke. That's a name, but we know we don't spell that name that way. So that doesn't work. So let's try the second sound for O and O. Let's try that second sound, which is oo, look. Look over here. I like to think of this one. Do you see those two big O's? I like to think of them as eyeballs that are looking. Maybe they even have eyelashes, I don't know. Could be a pair of glasses, anything you want, right? Maybe it's blue eyes, maybe it's not, maybe these are glasses. But this just kind of, those two O's, remember? I say, oh, they're looking. Look. Day. We know AY stuck together says A. A. Day. What day is it today? Day. After. After. This is a word we could definitely chunk. We could kind of split it in the middle, that first syllable, and we could say af. Let's do the second syllable. T. T. Ter. And then we could say after. After. Of course, you can always send out the whole word. You could say after. After. It's just a little harder to hear all those noises together. That's why I like to chunk it. I like to do the first section, the first syllable, the second syllable, and then take my two chunks that I now know and smush them together. Either way works. The word is after. This word is want. I want that. Want. We know the first sound of A is ah, like an apple. So let's try that first. W, ah, n, t, want. No, not quite. Ah, A. Let's try A. W, a, n, t, waint. Waint. No. Let's try the third sound of A, which is aw. Ah, A, aw. W, aw, n, t, want. Want. In this case, A is making his third sound, that aw sound. Ah, A, aw. W, aw, n, t, want. So this was a scenario where we said, okay, well, A can make three different noises. Try the first one, didn't work. Try the second one, didn't work. Try the third one, it made a word. So we keep trying those different sounds until we make our word. And this word is want. Write. Now this is like, I want to write that down. I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper. Not like, you are right. Not that one. So here we see W and R stuck together. They actually make one sound, and their sound is just R. It's kind of like as if the W wasn't even there. It's just the R sound. And then I see my E, and I see him jumping over to the vowel and saying, say your name. And the E freezes and doesn't make a noise. So we have R, I, t, right. The word is right. Good. She is a good girl. Good. So we have g, O and O stuck together says oo or and we have our d. So of course we're going to try the first sound first, which is oo. G, oo, d. Good. Good. That's not a word. So let's try the second sound. Ooh, We're going to try G, d. Good. That worked. So we know that O, the two O's, stuck together. And this word are saying their second sound, which is g, d. Good. Again, we always try the first sound first. If it doesn't work, then we go and we try the next sound. The word is good. May. May I come with you? We know that AY stuck together says A. A. May. These are my friends. These. We know that TH stuck together says or and we see the E's telling the E, say your name, and this E freezes and doesn't make a sound. So of course, we're going to try the first sound of TH first, which is, ready? E, s, feast. Close, but it's not quite right. Let's try the second sound, which is, the second sound is, ready? We're going to, E, z, these. And again, the S is making his second sound because he's following a single vowel. The E is the vowel. So there's kind of a lot going on in this word. We've got the two letters stuck together. We've got the E saying his name because the other E is telling him to. And then we've got the S making his second sound because he's following a single vowel. So again, that's a lot going on. It might not be easiest for you to remember it this way, but I wanted you to have the tool in case that does help you. Even if you just get a couple of the, you start thinking about the T and H, and then you can continue setting up the word. Other than that, it's a word you could definitely practice a lot to remember, but I want you to have the tools in case you would like to use them. The word is these. This word is Mr. It's a trickier word. It's what we call an abbreviation. An abbreviation is when we take a long word, or sometimes not even a long word, but we take a long full word and we just put a couple of letters to represent it. We make it shorter, and we always use this period right here. This is the period to show that we've abbreviated it. We're showing it's not really a word, we're just making it short, we're abbreviating it. This word is Mr. So if we were going to spell out the word Mr., it would look like this. Mr. So, but people did, because it's a title, it's something we use when we address people, when we say their name, their last name usually. It's said so often they kind of wanted to make it shorter. So, if you were going to say hi to Mr. Mitchell, and you wanted to spell his name, you would usually write M-R period, and then his last name. So this is an abbreviation of this word right here, which means it's just shortened of the word Mr. So it's a title, it's something we say before Mr. Mitchell's name, his last name. It's Mr. So this is one that's kind of fun for us to start to remember. There's lots of different abbreviations that you're going to learn. There's another one in this PowerPoint. I'll give you another example of one. When you go to the doctor, before their name, like let's say you're doing Dr. Smith, usually you'll see Dr. period. We could spell the word doctor, but since it's someone's title, like they're going to have to write it a lot, we often will just put the D and the R and a period. So there's the word doctor, and then they just shortened it, abbreviated it here. So that's what this period is representing. It's an abbreviation. So MR is Mr. Being. This is another kind of a trickier word. We're going to try and sound it out to our best abilities, and then look at it close. So I'm going to chunk it. I know this word is be, ing, ing, be, ing, being, being. So again, it's really ing, but we're kind of pushing it together faster to say ing. So it's v and then ing, being. New. She's new here. New. This is another fun set of two letters that get stuck together to make one sound. EW can either say ooh or it can say you. So we're going to try the first sound first, which is ooh. Ooh. New. Well, that worked. It made the word. So EU here is saying its first sound, which is ooh. Ooh. New. Way. AY stuck together says A. A. Way. More. Can I please have some more? So we see OR, or more. Just a silent E. We have O and R says or more. Ooh, another period, which means another abbreviation. So MR period was Mr. MRS period is Mrs. So often you'll hear your teachers saying Mrs. Bennett, Mrs. Sullivan, Mrs. Conkling. It's a title that you put before a woman's name if she's married. So if she's married, then we can put Mrs. So we'll say Mrs. Bennett. So MRS is as our abbreviation, our short version for Mrs. So this word is Mrs. There. This is the word there. I like to remember this one because it has an I, and this is the word if you wanted to say that is their dog. On our last video, we learned the word if you were saying it was over there. Remember when we drew the arrow on the R? but this is saying it is their dog. So I like to kind of draw a little person on the eye, so it helps remember that I'm talking about it belongs to somebody. We're talking about it belonging to somebody. So it's their. Kind of a tricky one to sound out, and that's why I like to add the little person there. Water. She likes to drink water. W. And we're always going to try A's first sound. So his first sound is A, as A like an apple. So W, A, T, water. Close, but not quite. So the first sound didn't work, so the second sound, A. Let's try A. W, A, T, waiter. No. Let's try the third sound, which is A. W, A, T, water. We can see here that A is making his third sound. W, A, T, water. Only. So first, we're always going to try O's first sound, which is ah, like an octopus. Ah, n, o, e. Only. Again, I knew that E was going to say, that Y was going to say E because it's a two-syllable word. So a one-syllable word ending in a Y, I use an I. A two-syllable word ending in Y, it says the E sound. So it's only. It's two syllables. So right away, it's how I knew I was going to make that E sound at the end. Okay? So, ah didn't work. Let's try O, the second sound. Ready? O, n, o, e. Only. 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 O is making his second sound here. On, o, e. Only. Only. The word is only. This is the word which, not like the one who casts a spell, but if you were to say, which sandwich would you like? So, right here we see WH, and we see C and H. So we know this is w, I, ch, which. Which? Which would you like? Ooh, remember I told you this was going to come back? We have our OR following our W. Try and remember what the O and R will say when it follows that W. Very good. When OR follows a W, it says like in works, just like you were seeing. W, k, work. We're calling this the as in work. W, k, work. Well, this is a fun word because it's somewhere you're going to be going soon. We have first. I underlined IR because IR says So there's a couple different We have like in her. We have ER like in her. And then we have IR. And we actually call this the of first because it's in the word first. So we're seeing it right here. So there's a couple ways it could say and we learned one on our last one. It's UR, and we like to call that one as a nurse. So I'm just trying to show you that there's different some different letters that could say and in this case we are looking at IR. I'm just trying to show you that IR it can say So we have first. First. I'm going to split this word up. You might recognize this word. It's call. K-a-l. Call. I can already see this is making its third sound. We have the word call. Now, over here, we have two letters that actually get stuck together. These could make three different sounds. So, it could say ed, like ed. It could say d, or it could say t. So ed can say ed, d, or t. So we have call, d, called. So ed, d, it's making its second sound. So that's just one way to remember it, or to think about, start to think about it, is we have the word call, we add ed, it's called, called. And right here, you might be wondering why we have two L's. It's because we double L, F, and S following a single vowel. Just. J, a, s, t. Just. Just. We know that TH underlines, so we're going to try the first sound, which is fen. Not quite. Let's try the second sound, which is Ready? Then. The word is then.